Error 404 not found.
Yes.
Okay, so is anyone doing anything before entering into the circus?
I kind of thought that we were doing that at the end of last session.
That is precise. Yeah, I think we were just going straight to the circus with
Okay.
the start of this session.
And is it everyone?
I have one minor one.
See, that's why I asked. Thank you, Parker.
I know. As we enter, I would like to break off from the group. I don't want to be sitting too close to any of them and, be assumed to be with them. I would like to find the richest looking person, and I'd like to sit right beside him, please. Just in case.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll do that in a second.
That's like, Jesus fucking Christ, why did I ask?
No. That's actually what he's gonna run into. I'll tell you essentially is that the people in here are not particularly rich looking. You find some people who are probably a little bit more well off. But you also know that the really rich people are at those really fucking high roller tables. They're not here for the circus.
Boring. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. They're here for the money and the gambling. But so as you guys approach, the chime over the system that they have, the magic system that booms out, kind of lets you know that the circus will be starting in a half hour and that they're opening the gates. And as you guys approach, you notice that over the entryway is a tree. It wasn't there. There's two entryways, and you can either one that there's a tree either way. And as you're watching people walk into the area with the circus, before they step in, it seems like the employee says something to them, and then they hold out their hands, and something falls into it, and then they walk inside. So as you make your way up, it's all free. You guys know this. You guys got that information. The employee simply tells you to hold out your hands before entering into the circus.
Nath will very excitedly do so.
So as you do it, do you look up at all, or do you just hold them out like?
Oh yeah, she'll look up.
Okay.
She's like, "Oh boy, it's part of the show. This is great."
So it's a pomegranate tree, and up at the top, a pomegranate opens up and drops out one of its seeds.
I know enough about religion to not eat that.
Well, everyone roll a d8 for me.
God damn.
It's not bad.
I'm not there.
Jesus, did you want to come? Like, no one's making you not come.
Yeah, anyone doing this, roll a d8 for me.
Also, Gen 2, Pat.
Okay. I have a third book open. Hit on top of Gen 1, baby.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
He's right.
Oh yeah, Hitmon Lee and Hitmon Chan are Gen 1. You're right. Hitmon Top is not. Okay. So, Nath, the seed drops in your hand, and you... Sorry, I have to open up my thing.
Jesus, are you coming? Or no?
I guess.
You don't have to. You can wander around. Probably do the thing you're supposed to do. Scope out the joint, but it's fine. Everyone go to the circus.
All right, I'll stay back.
So Nath, as the seed drops in, you step through the gate like as you got it in your hand, and you feel this like lightness wash over you. I'm going to whisper you something.
Okay.
Because you're the only one that rolled that.
I am.
Whisper. Can I do your character's name? Yes, I can.
Why is there this plunger lover that's rolling dice and not Trent?
That's a really good question. I don't know. In terms of things that are gonna make me try and figure it out right now, it's not on
at the
the
bottom
list.
of the chat.
No,
at the
I
bottom
see
of the
it.
chat bar. Oh.
Like, I see that it's popping plunger, but like, what difference does it make?
So yeah, so you
immersion
have
is shattered.
yeah. So Nath, you feel this lightness wash over you, and then the other two, as you walk in, almost seeming to know your character's motivations, those seeds both turn into one gold piece.
Cool. So I
both
just
Cutters
get to add a
and
gold?
Yep. And then you can take your seats, Cotterus again. You can, if you want to still sit, you can sit next to the person who, like I said, you can tell some people are more well off than others. Did you really, Nath?
No, but
Okay.
the way she's acting,
Yeah, that's fair.
it's like, par for the course.
But yeah, anyway, so otherwise, you can kind of sit where you want, and the half hour seems to go pretty quickly.
Nath is very excited and wants to get as close as possible, which I'm guessing is like right here.
Yeah. It's not really, the scale on this isn't super great, but yeah.
I was just assuming that she's like first row seat. She's like pushing people out of the way. She's like, get out of here. I don't care if I'm the tallest one in the room. You sit behind me.
And so this half hour tends to go really quickly, in part because in the center, as you come in and take your seat, the only thing that's in there, so it's set up like a circus with like a big ring in the middle. And the only thing that's happening right now is there are 3 clowns. Although you think they're clowns, but they're dressed a little weird. Again, the entire theme is afterlife. So they are like clowns in the sense that they have weird painted white faces with like clown makeup on, but then they're wearing like really dour robes and like acting as though they're clowns. Like it's a really kind of weird dichotomy between them. But they're doing weird shit. But the best part of the one thing that I'm going to tell you, because it's my favorite thing that I've made up, is one of them wheels out like this cannon. Again, it looks like a big gun, like, but the guns in D&D are not like the guns we have. They're very like, if you imagine the first gun ever made, they look kind of like that. So gunpowder exists.
Like a musket?
Kind of. Yeah, it's not modern, obviously.
Flintlock?
And it's like this,
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a flintlock. But it's like the size of a cannon. And they point it over at this wall. And if you look over there, there is a hole in the wall with a target.
Oh no, I picked the wrong seat.
and they the clowns, 2 out of the 3 grab the third one, and the third one gives a fake, that surprised shock expression on his face as they shove him into this flintlock gun cannon and clearly aim it for this hole. Now, because you are over there, Cotterus, I want you to roll me a d20.
Everyone put on a tarp quick.
Boy.
We're having
Don't know what it means.
clown soup tonight.
No, so they shoot this flintlock. The stupid arm comes down and hits like a fucking flintlock, and it shoots out this like, it's almost like he's wearing like the River Styx costume, but with clown makeup, and he flies out of the cannon, and it's majestic. A series of oohs happen.
May I do a thing as this happens?
Sure.
It's pointed in my direction.
Yeah, he's just going above you.
Still, I'm a little jumpy. I would like to try and get down and also like pull the guy next to me down, like, watch out for that. And as I do so, I want to like feel him out, see if he's got anything worth taking.
You can sleight of hand that.
Sweet. Let's see. And oh yes, we are in. That one.
Nice.
As you go to pull him down, he swats your hand away and he's like, "What's wrong with you? Like, have you never been here before?" He's clearly going out the hole. You also feel nothing on it. You have literally no idea.
And he breaks his hand doing it, right?
His hand actually falls off in the man's pocket.
You think you feel
Didn't know one of
something,
those.
and you look him in the eye and ask him if he brought a banana to the circus.
He's just so excited. But yeah, the clown flies gracefully through that hole. And then the other clowns all just look around and shrug and run away.
Cool.
Nathan's clapping delightedly.
Where does that hole lead? Is it like to the outside?
Oh yeah, you know that like the waterfalls on the other side, like it is just a drop.
I need you to know something.
You need me to know
So,
something?
yes.
Okay.
What this means is that from the outside, I could spider climb in through that little hole and
Yeah, there's
sneak in
also
if I so choose.
there's also options out here. Yeah, there's other
But there's
options
a
where you could do
waterfall
that.
out there. That's dangerous.
You don't know if there's a waterfall on the other side of there.
Oh, fair.
I was going to say, I feel like Nath, in the fervor of her excitement, is attempting to take in as much as like humanly or Goliathly possible in this ring specifically, because I'm curious as to what that door-looking thing is over there.
Oh, you'll find out actually.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
No worries.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if there was. You know what? All right.
So after all of this transpires, the lights dim and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates that door
Oh,
as it
Wonderful.
swings open, and out comes two. Well, I'm gonna say horses. They're horses, but they have paint on them that glows an eerie greenish, and it's like a skeleton, like it's the skeleton of the horse, right? And they come out pulling a carriage, and it's more like a platform that they're pulling, and they go down this little trail that you can see. And on the back of the platform, how would I describe him? Well, you're gonna notice he's the only gnome you've seen. He's dressed. I'm gonna tell you very Mephistophelian, however that means for you. Is how he's described. Garish, his hair slicked back with wavy curls, or with wavy hair, and curls his mustache. And he has a long, pointy beard. If you imagine Evil Bender from Futurama, it's like that little pointy beard. And then the like curly, like villainous mustache. He's on the back of the wagon, and he comes out. Welcome, one and all, to this evening's extravaganza. And he like pulls out his arms. Prepare to be delighted. And as this happens, the spotlight turns off, and all you can see then are the illumination of the horse's skeletal bones. And a second later, the light comes back on, and joining him is... So he's in the middle. I'll give him a token. Give me a second. Where are you? There you are. What? You're a crappy token. Give me a different token. Well, you get this token either way. Oh.
Oh,
That's a lion.
it's a panther.
You have a lion.
And a guard?
Yeah, I wanted a different token. I just didn't have one immediately available.
Just
It's
put
not
him
a
upside
guard.
down.
Okay. Yeah, he's the one dressed garishly with the villainous mustache and beard. And okay. He kind of everyone roll me perception really quickly. Oh, damn, Nate. You definitely hear this. Trent, you're dumb. So, Nate and Katris, you hear whispering around you as people are getting excited a little bit. They're staying quiet because of like the hush coming over. But as it livens back up a little bit, you hear them whispering. They're like, that must be Emrys. And you clearly understand that they're talking about the lion. He's well known in this area. And you guys would know, again, seeing like I said, the only gnome in the area, you assume that is most likely Quentin. So, as you sit and watch, they do kind of a fucking circus act. Quentin like opens the lion's mouth and like climbs in because he's so small compared to the lion, So rather than just his head, he's like entirely in the lion, and it doesn't eat him, which is sort of its impressiveness. But more impressive than that is they pull out some a ladder for him to climb up, and the lion, this big ass lion, climbs up on top of this pedestal, and they take out and if you look up, you see it lowering from the ceiling, like one of those trapeze bars. And doesn't this goddamn lion do the trapeze?
Oh my god.
Quick
Yeah.
pause. How do I like in Roll20 like draw like a ruler? Oh, it's this.
On the left, there's a little ruler button. There you go.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. So, yeah, he is above your heads. This big lion, so this creature that is really large, is above your heads on these trapeze bars, actually pulling off like trapeze moves. And if you're not amazed by that, then I got nothing else to say to you. What else
Nath
happened?
visibly looks like you just handed a toddler free reign of a candy store.
Yeah.
There is no sort of strategy going in here. She was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna look around," and then she went, "Oh my god, he's on the trapeze."
And as you're kind of looking away, maybe up, underneath him, they're setting up, some flaming rings that he ends up jumping down through. As he jumps down, two more tieflings at this point now, who have kind of just appeared seemingly out of nowhere, climb up and kind of continue their synchronized trapeze artist. So that's all happening above you. The lion is down there going through fiery hoops. It takes one of the fiery hoops in its mouth. You're not entirely certain how. And Quentin motions to a crowd member. He like motions for people to volunteer to jump through the hoop, this flaming hoop in the lion's mouth.
Oh my god, Nath is on her feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's anyone that is brave enough to do it. Quentin, right? He raises and he's like, he kind of proclaims that anyone that wants to jump, come down here. And he kind of motions, and there's like a little path. Like there are a couple people, a couple of guards and employees who are like directing you around. So if you want to do it,
Yes.
go down. Roll me athletics.
Oh god. All right.
As you get down there, he sees you and he's like, this will be good because you're large, right?
I sure am.
He looks at you and he looks at the hoop and he goes, I'm not sure you're going to fit, but and he like gets everyone to cheer you.
Wait, I want to casually guidance myself.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was like, man, this is all for fun anyway. Yeah, you are very excited. As you kind of come down, you're joined by a few other people. I don't know if Trent or Cotris are any of them, but you're joined by a few other people regardless. And the way that they have it is you stand on one pedestal, the lion holds it up, so it's a big lion, so it like holds it up in the air, and you jump through it from one to the other pedestal. Nath, you watch, and the person in front of you seemingly does it like they've been doing this their entire life, giving you this idea that maybe it's not so hard. You jump, and for whatever reason, you thought going head first was the right answer.
Hell yeah, it was. I can't think of any other way to do this. I'm too tall to go through in like a solid motion. So.
Yeah, right. Like you are too big, and you're like, well, the only way I'm gonna fit is if I dive through this. And you do, and instead of landing on the other pedestal, you just crash headfirst into the pedestal. I guess like hands first, right? Because you're like diving. Into the other pedestal, visibly damaging it because of your size. And no one's actually upset by this. It almost seems to add to like the entire experience for everyone. There's some children are laughing, like Quentin does look down and is like, are you hurt? You don't take any damage or anything. So.
Yeah, no, she's like, she's smiling. She does like a little bow, and she's like smiling, and she's, ooh, wait a minute.
Is Quentin like
I-
right next to the lion?
Just
He
because
is.
she's enthusiastic doesn't mean she's not smart and a little manipulative.
Mhm.
And that she is going to kind of like smile and bow a little bit, but when she moves off, she pretends to limp just a little bit
Let me see something.
to see if he'll notice. Because
does
this
not.
could fuck. I'm
I know,
trying.
I like that.
I was trying to be subtle and make him talk to her later. But like, you're not gonna no lawsuit, right? And as soon as she notices him not noticing, she's going to quickly cast off the slight limp and move on with her life because she still did have fun, but she was kind of hoping that that would work.
Trent, if you're also doing it, roll me athletics.
Yes, sir.
The two largest of members is going to be doing this.
Somehow does worse.
Killing it.
Yep. Yeah, right. That's exactly it. It's
To be
like-
honest, that's
it's like-
probably what would actually happen too.
Trent gets up there, and Quentin again kind of makes a motion to everyone, and he's like, "What is everyone being fed around nowadays?" 'Cause
Wow,
everyone
another
just
fat
coming through
joke.
this is just massive compared to everyone else. Yeah, I mean, look, it's just the way it
Last
is.
mission with the guards shaming them
It's a
for
cool
eating too
world out
much.
there.
Jeez.
As Trent does it, he seemed to take a page out of Nate's book and dives head first. This time, completely just destroying the platform. Quentin actually looks a little irritated. It's funny. It's funny the first time. The second time, it's like, oh my god, what? You get the sense. Yeah, you get the sense that he's like, God, they're not only big but dumb. But in true showman's form, he plays it off and makes a joke about having to replace that now. Let's see.
I'm just gonna be laying on the floor for a minute while this is going
You
on.
don't get up?
No, I'm still just laying on the floor.
He makes a joke about how it's good that we're already in the afterlife because you're free-died.
While I'm laying in the floor, I want to cast Speak with Animals, and I want to ask the lion if he's okay.
You cast Speak with Animals, and much like I just explained to Jesus, there's a verbal component.
I've just said the word, like I've casted it, and then I said, "Are you okay?"
Sure. And before anything else happens, Quentin gives you a look, gives the lion a look, and gives a command to the lion. And do you speak Infernal by chance?
Nice.
What thing would that be on?
Your languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. Which tab?
It's just
Oh,
on your
languages.
sheet. Scroll all the
Common,
way down, yeah.
Draconic, Infernal. Yes, I do.
So good. You hear Quentin just give the command to the lion, silence. And that's all you hear him say to the lion. Now, again, you know it to be an infernal. And you get the impression that... roll me...
For the record,
Wisdom.
I am still laying on the floor during all
Yeah, that's
of
fine.
this. Just a regular wisdom?
Yep.
Fucking cock.
Yeah, your rolls, man.
Wait.
You...
Can I use inspiration to roll again? Is that the thing?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, damn.
You
All
get
right.
the distinct impression that not only is he talking to the lion, but he's talking to you. Which is weird because you're like, there's no way he'd know I speak Infernal. At which point he makes another joke to the crowd, kind of downplaying everything that just happened. Again, kind of about how you're dead, but that with his powers, he will revive you. At which point, he makes a show of reviving you. Do you react to it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up, but I'm gonna like half-heartedly stumble into the destroyed like second post thing that I've fallen into. Like I have a concussion and I'm dizzy as shit.
He sure he calls over 2 guards, and he's like, so let me copy.
That's why I'm separate from you. I don't want to get pulled into that.
He pulls in 2 guards, who kind of trudge down, and he, makes a joke about how reviving people, sometimes isn't always, the easiest thing to do, and when they come back, sometimes they need to go to the hospital to, well, not the hospital, it would be in the 9 pits of hell. Where would he go?
The infirmary?
Infernally. And the guards lead you away. Do you go with them willingly?
Yeah.
Okay. So they bring you through.
Ooh, they're taking him off stage.
This door. So you'll get access to seeing what's in here.
The thing that we joked around about Jesus doing, getting purposely locked up so he can do fucking misty stuff.
Up.
Yeah, I'm not even locked up. Well,
you
I
guys
might
about
be.
that?
This looks a lot like a fucking cell here.
No, he's not getting locked up. It's fine, right? We completely trust this guy. It's great. It's fine. He would never do anything sketchy or bad.
Give me 2 seconds.
That's where the basilisk gets locked up.
Definitely getting locked up.
Right now, I'm in circus prep.
You are in circus prep currently. The guards keep leading you. Again, do you go willingly?
I'm gonna like slow down, like not like pull away from them, but like just like slow up and just like ask them like what's going on.
They just give you a shrug. And continue prodding you in a direction.
I'm just gonna ask them if this is the way to the hospital bed, but like pretend like I really don't know where we're going, like what direction this is. But I do want to keep going because I want to see.
Okay, so they are going to bring you through this front door and through the doors immediately across, not giving you room to look. And they bring you here. And you can have revealing of this room. You can have revealing of this room. And as long as you continue going with them, you end up in this room. So I'll explain the rooms you went through really quickly, because you do get a good view of 3 of the rooms.
Circus prep, security, and cells.
Yep. It's going to be a whole lot of not surprise for you. Circus prep you go through. And the room smells like hay and musk. You're not surprised by it. 3 crates rest on the floor in one corner, and a portable cage on rollers sits beside them. Floor-to-ceiling bars form 2 larger cages against the north wall. A wooden chest sits against the east wall near the biggest cage. So, that's what you see. In there you also saw some monkeys kind of hanging around. You get the sense that maybe they're going to come out for the circus, but you don't know because you're not there anymore.
That seems fair.
Yeah. Let me put this up really quickly. I hate having quiet. In the room that you went through, it was a bit of a hallway, and then there's 2 hallways, and then you made your way into a room that again you got more ready access to, which was very clearly a security office.
Yeah. While they were escorting me through the security office, I was gonna walk slowly and like look at like these computer things that they have.
Oh, you. Roll me perception. You're being prodded to move now. You are no longer like of your own free like movement. As soon as you got past this door, they stopped being nice. So you surprisingly do get a decent view. That was an actual tough check you just passed. So 5 desks face the west wall, which is what you saw. You were trying to look through them. They prodded you really quickly, but you pretty much easily saw that the desks are the mirrors, right? This is where they watch on the mirrors. So you know that this is kind of how they view. You also saw a set of keys that you thought you might have missed dangling on the wall near this door.
Okay.
They're pretty obscured, but you were able to catch them. And then you were shoved into this area, which is the holding cells. It's exactly what you'd expect. It holds 6 jail cells, of which you are moved into the first one. And 2 padlocked wooden chests on the corners, right there and right there.
Okay.
And you are now stuck in there. Well, I mean, stuck in there as much as you think you are. You can do stuff in a second. But you're carried away, you're not locked up. I will finish the circus. I didn't expect anyone to get themselves locked up from the circus.
I would like to use Whisper just to like, casually check in and be like, hey guys, sorry I missed the circus. How's it going? I hope nothing, crazy or, maybe like would affect our mission that we're fucking on right now. Happened at all in there?
You
Pretty
can
sure
only
I'm
get
on
words. I was gonna say, can you only get words from Whisper, or can I like beam images at you?
I think it's only words. It's
Damn it.
messages. Let me check, but I think that's true.
Because I was going to say, if it's also she's going to just be replaying the lion doing fucking trapeze.
Yeah, no, it's whisper. It's a whisper.
I reply, all clear.
All right. I'm glad nothing, detrimental to the mission happened.
Oh no,
Gen
you,
1 appeared.
you honestly, if you keep hearing, if you keep the whisper like fucking open or something, it doesn't say how long the message is, does it say?
No, it's just
Okay, so you get essentially like one run-on sentence about, oh my god, this circus is so cool. There's a lioness doing trapeze. Hey, we found Quinn. Oh my god, it's possibly the most you've ever heard Nath speak in your entire life. Oh, and also Trent is like behind there, but like the lion. So like that information does get through, like under the she's yapping. Might want to turn the comms off.
All right.
If you don't, she's gonna keep yapping. For some reason,
no, Aaron definitely turns it off and scoffs and does a big eye roll and like under his breath with no one else, like, who would have fucking thought Trent was gonna be the wild card in this mission?
So yeah, the rest of the circus goes off. The 3 monkeys make their way to the center stage, and they do some, some monkey business. With Emrys, Emrys like tosses, like he picks them up and like tosses them into the air. One of them catches onto a trapezer who's flying above them, and it's just a general pretty good circus show. Quentin does his bow at the end of it, and with the 3 monkeys, one on each arm, and the third one riding one of the horses, they ride away with Emrys walking slowly behind them, and they all depart back into here, which you no longer have vision of.
All right, while all this is going on, I'm just gonna be kind of like walking around, looking up at like the ceilings and everything, seeing if there's like maybe something that looks to be like a small hole, or like not a small hole, but like a like a hidden passageway or anything like that. Maybe up high, just kind of walk around, make it look like I'm doing the rounds, like looking at tables. Maybe I'll do that, but I'm not actually gonna do that. But I'm just kind of looking around, seeing if there's anything suspicious along the walls, possibly hopefully within like 30 feet of jumping distance.
What do you mean suspicious? So there are openings, right? Like you have this entire thing is open, right? As you approach it, it's the waterfall. You can see out. It is a waterfall. I forget how high up it is, but it is like jumping out of it would be incredibly dangerous. You also see. Let me see if I can find out how high up it is.
Well, my boots are for jumping up. I'm not sure about like jumping down.
One way to find out.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the. It does tell me it. Well, yeah, there's a distance down. I'll figure it out if you go that way, I suppose. There are a couple natural skylights coming out of the sides, like here, like you can see them. How high up they are is 40 to 50 feet high.
Convenient.
You can make that jump.
That is what it is.
No.
Hey, you just gotta build something up. Stand on it.
True.
Build up something 20. Build up something 20 feet.
Tables. 20 feet of tables, easy.
Yeah,
We'll
without
stack it.
being noticed. Yeah.
Stand on
maybe
stand on Nate's shoulders, who's standing
Yeah.
on a table.
Yeah, exactly.
Nath is far too just ensued in this circus act going on, so I'm going to be able to rely on Nath here.
Well,
but, like,
not
around,
right
like,
now,
Yeah, not
but
currently.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, around here, kind of like maybe take a peek around the corner. I'm not sure if that's at all possible. See if I can spot anything out there.
It's a drop, and it is pretty sheer. You don't see anything that you'd be able to jump onto. I mean, if you had a way to slow fall, you feel like you could probably land in the water safely and then get away.
Definitely don't have anything like that.
But as far as climbing, it's going to be risky. Looking around that corner, you look out. There's a little standing area that's barred, but you can lean over it. It's the side of the mountain. There isn't a waterfall. You can see the skylight that was here. Do you do this like immediately? Like as soon as they go into the circus.
Yeah, kind of just.
Oh yeah, so while you're doing that, a fucking clown flies out that window. And just
what do I see happen?
It plummets below, and you see it splash into the water below. What happens after that? I mean, you can roll me perception.
Oh boy, can I? Oh damn! I was thinking the other one.
It's a pretty far drop. You see the splash, and you don't see anything after that.
No. Like do I see any bubbles that possibly just like kind of peter out at all?
Too far to see any kind of like small bubbles like that. Like you do see some bubbles because it was a pretty big splash. But nothing that you would be distinguishable as like.
I don't see no brightly make-upped clown emerge from the water afterwards.
You don't, no.
Oh,
I can't believe they kill a whole ass person every show.
I mean, it's the afterlife.
Checks out, honestly.
But
I kind of also like looking around here. Do I spot like in maybe any like ledges to walk on for possible like an escape route or anything like that?
Yeah, I get what you're asking. You don't find any ledges you can walk on. You get the sense that like you could try to climb it. It might be pretty tough. It's pretty steep and pretty moist from the waterfall. Like the water around it is misting and shit. It's not so steep that you couldn't try, but you'd be like, You get the sense that you would have had to have run out of all other options.
Okay. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I guess like
roll me investigation.
that's something I actually have pretty good numbers in, and that just fucks it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking around. You're wandering around. And you don't really find anything necessarily that's going to be like an escape route necessarily. But you do find some areas where you're fairly certain that they probably are blind spots for the camera, like the mirrors that are the cameras.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find whatever the hell Pat was worried about with me being able to jump 30 feet in the air.
I'm just worried about what you decide to do with that in general. But yeah, you do find at least a couple blind spots, which you can mark as having, and I will show you them as you need them if you need them.
Just because I'm a completionist, I'm going to go over here and take out this fog of war.
Where?
Like right here.
Oh, sorry. There's an employee's door there.
Ah, okay. So I just ran into the wall. I look around to see if anyone saw this.
Whoops.
But that's actually kind of good to know. So I'm guessing that's kind of a way to get. Wait, we
try...
lost.
Do you try to open it?
Is there anyone around me? I look around.
I mean, there's a mirror literally right next to you.
Yeah.
But
okay,
as far as like somebody looking at you directly, no, just the mirror.
Does my illusions are they like actually like ghastly in form, like you can see through them, or does it kind of look like a no light and stuff passes through?
Is it minor illusion?
Yeah, I believe so. Minor illusion, yeah.
It's just 2D blocks, Pat.
I posted it in chat.
When do you see 2D blocks?
No, that's just what like his Jaguar or whatever he's been conjuring.
Yeah, but it's technically a 5-foot cube. Yeah, it's a 5-foot cube. You get the sense that you could block a majority of that mirror. You could definitely block where you are from it. So like, but roll me wisdom. Or intelligence. Whatever one you have higher, I guess.
Oh, okay, wait.
Yeah, go with intelligence. I'll let you roll both. It's fine.
Where's intelligence?
Next to wisdom.
Oh, fuck no. That's way better. Not much better, but
it's way better than 3. Yeah, like you're not stupid. You know that if you do this, it'll work. But if somebody is watching that mirror, they're likely to come try and check it out pretty quickly. So like you get the feeling you'd get like one chance to see like if you can open the door or not.
Like how well do I look at around the door? Is it kind of like, does it just like blaze you in the face, employees only, or could is it just
Yeah, it's got. I think it was green lettering that says like employees only.
We were told as soon as we got off the boat, like, don't go in those doors.
Yeah, it is. That's like emblazoned.
Deniability.
It's emblazoned with like employee only.
I could have always just said I was colorblind. Red green colorblind. Come on. No, I guess.
Roll me one more intelligence there. Yeah, like you get the sense like if you've ever been anywhere, like sometimes people just make their way to the wrong place. It's like it happens. Like you get a pretty good idea that unless you like became belligerent, that even if you were caught doing it once, maybe twice if it's a different security guard, they're probably just gonna be like, hey man, like you can't be back here.
All right, I guess I will kind of like looking around, making it look like I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, and I just kind of, go up there and give the door a little wiggle.
How, like, are you just trying to see if it's unlocked wiggle, or like?
Yeah.
It's locked.
Oh damn it. Okay. Yeah.
So if you want to try and force it, that's up to you.
I feel like forcing is different than.
I'm just telling you what your options are.
See, I'm not smart enough in D&D and whether or not to know like which of these your hints are actually like
You got decent
What?
strength? What's your strength?
12
Probably, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but I don't know.
12 with a +1.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
you again with that intelligence roll, I'll let it go for here. You get the idea that if you were to try to open it like really hard and it doesn't work, you've really not like you've drawn no attention, right?
Yeah, but if it does unlock, then
If it does unlock, then you again kind of know that like unless you become belligerent, you'll probably just be like, hey man, like you can't be back here.
I really thought this
Alright.
was the bathroom.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
just go for it.
like I said, as long as you don't become belligerent, like, and you're just like, oh hey, sorry, like I
Alright.
didn't, like but yeah, it's
all right. I kind of give it a good push.
strength
open.
or athletics. If athletics is a better one for you than strength.
They're both +1s.
Okay, then because yeah, you're not proficient enough. Roll me it. You give it a good tug or push, both honestly, to try and open it. But it is stuck fast. It is locked, probably of what you believe to be magical means. I think you were explained that.
Yeah.
And you confirmed that it is locked, and you gave it a pretty good tug, and it doesn't budge.
All right, then I act all surprised and I kind of look at the like, oh shoot, yeah, and just kind of like walk away from it.
Yeah. You get the sense again from that intelligence check. I'll still let it roll. That people aren't really questioning what you've done. Like people try to get into places all the time, and as soon as they realize they can't, it's like, oh damn, all right.
All right.
And if there's one thing that working in a service job has taught me is that people don't fucking read.
Yeah, it really is. Like I said, you get the sense like had you even gotten through, you could have been like, oh damn, like this isn't like people
Damn.
are dumb.
17 strength and I didn't get through, huh?
It's yeah. I mean,
But yeah, I guess it's magic, you said.
I say there is a check that would pass it. It is higher than 17 though.
20.
All right.
20.
I don't know. I don't really kind of know what else to do, so I guess I'll just meander until the whole circus thing is done and I can regroup.
Okay. I will. Is there anything Cutter's or Nath want to do while the circus is kind of like ending and filtering out?
Yeah, Nath saw where he went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was let out. Like everyone saw it.
Yeah. And so she's gonna go up to the door and knock on it.
Alright, I'll reveal it because I think I closed it from you.
As long as it's within knocking range, she's gonna knock on it.
Yeah, it is. There's no answer.
Oh, she's gonna knock again.
There remains no answer.
Ah. Let's see.
Don't worry, Trent.
She's going to try the door.
Yeah, go ahead. Again, you have good reason. Like, even if somebody sees this, like, your friend just got carried away back there.
I'm gonna first give
I
it a
guess,
wiggle.
yeah. I guess, yeah, like, they did say he was being taken to, like, the hospital, so.
The infernalery.
Yeah, she's gonna give it a wiggle.
Infernal.
It's also locked.
Mm,
Your strength is much better than mine.
yeah, are there guards still in here? It's not wise to, in front of the filtering crowd, be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, hup!
I mean, if you look around, you notice that no one's really paying attention to you. They're all, like, excitedly talking about what they saw and filtering out.
I see them yeet that fucking clown out.
I think that like if she could find a guard possibly within because I think it's fair for her to assume that there are people somewhere.
So you know there's guards like right outside the door.
Yeah, that there are people somewhere immediately on the other side of the door, and just brute forcing her way through is possibly not a great idea because of what is waiting on the other side. And it's really hard to feign ignorance when you go 1, 2, 3, axe to the door.
Well, you don't have your axe, but yeah.
Well, but still, so she will.
Oh, that's
track
the other
down.
thing.
She'll track down a guard and be like, "Hey,
Fucking
can I
A.
like go check on my friend?"
So which guard do you go to?
Whatever one's closest.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the one.
This guy?
Yeah, right out here. I moved you.
Oh,
Just
out there.
Yeah, that's the closest guard. These guys are all just people who are like filtering.
Okay.
To watch it, so I'll get rid of them because they've gone back out into the.
Okay.
To the
Yeah,
world.
no, she's gonna be like, "Hey, could I check on my friend or?"
You've not seen this guard, like it's like I said, all the security
Or
guards
she'll
are
she'll
tieflings.
explain kind of what happened. Her friend hit her head, and she's that Quentin said that, or the ringmaster, because I don't know if how common knowledge is it that that's his name or whatever. She's just gonna say that.
It's pretty well.
Okay,
known.
okay.
You
She's
get
gonna
the
be
sense.
like, yeah, no. Quentin said that he was going to the infernal.
Roll me perception as you ask that to the security guard.
Okay. I'll guidance this one just in case. Oh, it's fine. It's not gonna work no matter what I do.
Yeah. Even a 4 isn't gonna get you a
No.
The guard shrugs and goes, "Well, if Quentin said he's going to the infernalry, they'll let him out when he's done."
Can I go see him?
The guard shrugs and goes, "I mean, you probably want to talk to Quentin about it. I can't just let people back there."
Okay, then how do I do that?
He'll be around. You just gotta wait. After the show, he has to tidy up a little bit, review how it went with the staff, and he'll be back out into the crowd.
So where should I wait for him?
He goes, generally after a show, he does try to go down into the restaurant. I'm blanking on the name for him. If anyone has it before me, you can have something fun.
I don't remember it, I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's just an idea if you want extra something fun.
I think I would have it.
What number is it? Oh, that's the Nessus. He goes, yeah, after a show, he tends to go down to the Nessus. He takes a seat, he chats it up with people that want to talk to him about how it went. He's pretty open to suggestions. He likes to try and make the show different and better every time. But he goes, as far as your friend goes, it's just going to be until he gets better.
She looks visibly sad. Whether or not the guard actually gives a fuck is another story.
He does. He, like, if you're close to him, he kind of pats you and he's like, don't worry, we got the best care.
I'm just worried about him,
When he says that, roll me. Hang on, I'm gonna open up D&D Beyond real quick.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to be perception again. Roll me. Do you have deception? Everyone has deception.
Not good deception.
Roll me insight.
Okay. Motherfucker.
Yep, that all tracks.
No. Fuck! It still tracks.
Oh yeah, it sure does. Is anyone else standing there with Nate? Like, is Cotterus or Airden? Anyone
This is
near
just
us?
where we were gonna catch up, but we could be here for this, I suppose.
Well, it's up to you. Do you want to be? Because you said you're trying to keep a low profile.
I was just gonna catch up with my good buddy Eridan and see what he found out. So if they start getting close, I might step away.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to be visibly with me. You could just be in the area. God.
I mean, we
I'll
kind of
be-
are.
Yeah, I'm fine where I'm at then.
You all can roll me insight. Oh, Eridan, beautiful. We'll just see what.
What kind of worthless knowledge am I going to gain?
You're gonna gain this. So the guard tells Nate,
Say,
"Don't
my
worry."
passive insight is a 15, though. So, like, technically, shouldn't I not be able to roll lower than that?
No, certain things to do differently. I'm gonna make you roll insight when I want.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're too enamored with everything. Your insight's messed up.
Sure.
You're riding high after that lion.
Whatever they say.
All right, what do I gain from this?
Hang on, give me a second now.
Pat's not looking it up to see if Bo is right.
If this is right, then that changes a lot of things.
Well, there's
I feel like it
like
can't be, because if it is, that means that you can't roll lower than 10 ever. And that's like a whole rogue thing.
I always go with it for the things that are explicit passive stuff that you have.
Oh, okay.
Or at least that's how we've rolled it before.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. So reading the rules on it, it's nothing in this is super obvious. With your bad perception, roll first, and then a bad insight roll. Yeah, this just seems fine. But to Eridan, Eridan hears that and like goes, "Wait a second! Like, why would a fucking casino need top-notch care? Like, people aren't out here getting injured at a casino." So that seems fishy to you.
Unless they are.
Even seeing the clown get jettisoned out of the window.
They gotta put all those pieces back together again.
Yeah, Eridan is
They gotta
still,
reuse the clown.
Eridan is still like, this ain't right.
What are you shaking your head about? Seems fine to me. Now, anyways, as you were saying, what did you find out in that hour that we left you alone?
I found that don't really have a clear escape route, at least via the waterfall. I don't know. It might seem like we could possibly climb it, but it's pretty fucking sheer fall there.
Seems a bit dangerous.
I kind of may have possibly tried to open up one of the security doors. It would not budge at all. It kind of seems like it might be magically sealed. But I at least didn't get.
Took a magic key off of one of the guards, then, did you?
Oh boy, that would have been something great to do, wouldn't it have been? Yeah, I definitely did not do that, but yeah.
Looking
yeah.
around, you're like, you could probably try.
You know,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
more
hey.
you know.
Nath is actively talking to a
Yeah,
guard
she is
right
distracting one right now.
Yeah.
now.
Alright.
She is going on and on. She just feels
'Cause-
really compelled for some reason. She feels very passionate today for some reason. She stepped through those doors, and I just like and she's just kind of going on and on about how she's worried. He's a big guy, has a lot of force going forward. His head was directly onto the stool. It broke. Dude, like that's a lot of force. I'm just saying, like I just I'm a cleric, like I know some healing magic. I just really wish I had the opportunity to check him out, like Hey, she's going.
And as Nath is saying that, I will use my sleight of hand to try to.
You sure will. Yeah, give it a shot.
And I'm
Mhm.
helping. I'm helping.
Yeah, I'm clearly standing within reach of her.
Would we count that as a help?
I'm gonna move
Because-
away.
If anything, she's gonna I mean, if she sees him kind of like going for it, like she was just gonna blab to begin with.
She's speaking with her arms. You know, she's gestating all over the place.
Gestating?
Shut up.
I hope not.
What are you attempting to do exactly?
Alright, she's just talking this guy's ear off so that he's
Nothing.
not looking around necessarily as much.
Okay.
Was
You're not,
this
like,
planned? No.
Trying to guidance him or anything.
No.
Okay.
She's just
'Cause that would cause a problem.
she's just yapping.
Yeah, sure. Roll it up.
She's genuinely very concerned about her good friend who got pulled away and is now also questioning what her other good friend is doing around here. But like, you know what? She's talking to the guard, and it feels so good to let it all out.
Yeah, roll me sleight of hand. I'm not going to give you advantage on it, but you do have an advantage without seeing it.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know that if Nath weren't here distracting him, that you would have botched this really badly. But with Nath creating this sort of distraction, you go up to do it. Nath, with your passive perception...
my passive perception is only a 13, so you
That's
know.
fine. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm just going to start using passive for whatever I want now. You see Aaron seemingly like a little shaky at this, and as he goes to do it, clearly probably going to like hit the guard and bug him. You kind of point him out and be like, and here's my other friend, thus like stopping Aridin from making this mistake, and having to steal his resolve.
Why couldn't I get the perfect roll for this and not fucking the insight?
I don't know. You could have probably used your inspiration to try it again if you really wanted to.
Well, here, it's not a big deal because he can try it again some other time. He just knows that he really dodged a bullet here.
Well, that's a good thing actually. The plunger reminded me because I kind of just forget about that. I have inspiration.
Sure. Yeah, you dodged a bullet here. Nath was able to kind of help you out and protect you from really botching it badly.
The consequences of your actions.
The guard is a little confused as to where you came from or anything like that, but whatever. He's got this really like passionate person in front of them trying to get their friend, and you know, believes maybe it just drew your attention, and you know Nath. So he's constantly just assuring you. He's like, no, don't worry. Like we've got the best care. He's gonna be fine. Quentin will he'll be out when the doctor tells him he can get out.
All right. Because try to do something with his knowledge. I'd be like asking him like, you guys are just a casino. Why do you guys have such crack medical staff on site?
You ask him that?
Yes.
Okay. He turns to you and he goes, well, did you see the circus? Things can happen, and we need to make sure that our performers stay top shape.
All right, I'm sorry. I wasn't actually in the circus, so I was just generally wondering, sir.
Nath nods
you didn't go to the
wisely.
circus?
Nath nods wisely and goes, yeah, they shot a man out of a cannon.
Wow.
The guard looks at you and goes, oh, did he get out of the hole this time?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was a good shot.
I saw a big splash and then nothing come up.
The guard just puts like his finger to his lips and goes, it's a secret what happens after.
I'm guessing it involves the doctor.
He laughs and goes, not this time.
Secret tunnel.
The
Underwater
mortician?
He actually laughs and goes, actually, it's when they hit the wall that they need the doctor.
All right, well, you know, she seems satisfied with that answer. She's like, all right, nothing sketchy about that. This is my new friend. This is fine. But she will ask for directions to the restaurant to wait for Quentin.
Yep. He directs you. You know it's the stairwell down here. The
Okay.
stairwell leads to the restaurant, which then is on this part of the map down there.
And she will go to the restaurant to wait for Quentin.
I can't remember. I would suggest the steak?
Yeah, you ate the steak. You did.
Yeah, it's from the crazy looking animal. It
Yes.
gave me some sort of. It gave me some
Oh.
sort of ability.
You got some temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Otyog
I'm,
state.
I'm guessing those temporary hit points are gone.
Nope.
No.
You
Oh,
still
okay.
have
So I do have 3. That's
It's
right.
after like a long rest or something like that, right?
it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Basically, after you have digested it all.
we'll go to the
After
rest.
Dookie, I'm out.
Do Aridin or Codrus do anything else, or do you follow Nath?
Probably follow Nath. I don't know what else to do.
I won't follow. I'll just be chilling inside. Keep an eye out for Quentin.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just waiting for Quentin out there, we are going to smash cut to Trent, who is in a holding cell, and sure enough, after a bit of time, Quentin appears near you in the holding cell. And he walks in. He kind of walks in, struts in is probably more of an accurate assessment of what he does. And he comes in and he looks at you and goes, he kind of puts his head on his hand and goes, "What were you trying to do?"
I'm gonna be like hunched over, like head on hand, like just like looking like I'm still out of it, and just go, huh?
Roll me deception.
Yeah, I'm just going all in right now.
He looks at you. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, that would have worked had you not tried to cast the spell before it. He looks at you, goes, and he tisks, and he's like, I really want to believe that this is what's happened, but you attempted to talk to my lion. You cast the spell to talk to my lion, and I don't believe for a second that you have a head injury of any sort. He's like, I don't know a ton about. And he looks at you and he's like, are you like a baby blue dragon? Well, I don't know a ton about it either way. And I can hazard a guess that that simple platform did not do you in.
I'm not giving up on like the way I'm looking. I'm gonna be like, that sounds like me that I tried to talk to a lion, and I'm gonna ask him what I said.
He tisks at you again. If you want to keep up this charade, feel free. I have all the time in the world, and, well, it looks like you might too. He, like, twirls his stupid mustache.
I say, cool, but that doesn't answer my question. What did I say to the lion?
I guess we're gonna play this game. Well, I guess I'll be back in a bit. I can't tell you how long it'll take me. I have my adoring fans to get to. I do run a casino here, if you know. Oh, you would know. I suspect you're here for something else. I don't entirely know what, but, well, let's see if my guards can figure it out. And he waits just a second to see if you react at all to it.
I'm not gonna react at all. I'll be like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I'm gonna stay in here with a head injury, you're gonna end up paying me significantly for this. And
He
I'm just
laughs
still...
and goes, he laughs and goes, yeah, I'm gonna pay you. Oh, I don't entirely know where you think you come from, but he kind of points he waves his hands and he's like, this entire establishment is mine. Not only can I pay whatever frivolous fee you intend to make me pay, but I won't be paying a dime to you. If anything, the damage to my property will be on your dime. And then he turns heel and leaves. Wow, he really just stretched. I wasn't leaving at all. And he departs. And after... So, Cotteris, you're waiting for Quentin. You don't know exactly what he looks like, but again, he's the only halfling gnome. The fuck he is, I hate him.
Fuck you.
And yeah, after like 15-20 minutes, he kind of comes out and turns small for a second, and then goes this way, and walks by you.
Okay.
Again, kind of struts by you. He's very confident in his walk. People tend to move away from him. And he is accompanied by one guard. And they both walk right by you. Do you do anything with
if
that?
he's going to the No, if he's going to the restaurant, I don't need to do anything.
Yep, he is.
But he'll run into them down there.
Yep, he is.
Okay.
True to the guard's word, Quentin kind of goes down there and kind of starts like playing it up. He's talking to everyone. He's asking people how the show is. Asking for advice, asking for what people would want to see in the future. He is really just he buys everyone in the around
Restaurant.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. I kept trying to say pub, and I was like, that's not right. Buys everyone around.
Nice.
And yeah, he's really just hamming it up. He does see you, Nay, and kind of comes up to you. So he roll me insight again. Actually, you know what?
Sure.
This is where your passive insight will be fine. You know that Trent was far enough behind you that unless Quentin has been following you guys, that he probably hasn't really pieced together that you guys are together.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't feel like fearful that like he's put anything together in case that was a worry to you. But yeah, he sees you and he comes over and like well, I'd say pats your back. I'm not convinced he can reach your back.
Probably not.
Yeah.
At her ass, maybe.
I will say the side.
He pulls
Perhaps.
up a chair instead. So he was gonna pat your back, but he pulls up a chair instead, and takes a seat with you, while he's drinking one of the rounds that he's bought everyone, and just goes, "Do you have a career in acting?"
If she seems absolutely chuffed at this, because she is not a good actor. So she kind of like I think she knows she's not supposed to like this guy, but she kind of like puffs up a little bit anyway. She, well, most people don't really think that I'm that very good at it.
He's like, nonsense. The crowd ate you up. And is like, he raises a toast to you, and he's like, if everyone had the stage presence and know how to land slapstick like you do, man, I think I'd be making even more money than I already am.
She kind of smiles and she'll like toast with him. Honestly, she came here to question him about Trent, and now she's like, who's Trent?
This seems to be the pattern here.
Listen, all I'm saying is I might have received something from the pomegranate seed.
He chuckles a little bit, and he's like, oh, I've had plenty of customers come through, and patrons come through and receive the same blessing, but few, if any, have ever not only offered up their services to the act, but made such an impression.
And she's she's smiling. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna be in town for a couple of days. Yeah, a fan of and out of character, I'm blanking on the name of the card game.
Oh, Three Dragon Ante.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just a big fan of Three Dragon Ante, and with this tournament, I heard about it. Now I'm not rich enough or like good enough to like really play it, but I really want to know how the results are. So I'm here for a little bit.
He chuckles at that, and he's like, I'm not good enough, or well, I guess I'm wealthy enough now, but not good enough. It would be a straight loss of money for me to play with the participants in this year's tournament.
Yeah.
He. Sorry, I'm checking something really quickly.
That's fair.
'Cause he likes you.
That's what I get for just being the most earnest character in here.
You're doing great, honestly.
Sorry, I just have to find where something is stationed. I think it's in there. Let me
Making
check.
friends with all the evil people.
I am playing a friend collection simulator.
Okay, so he's like, well, if you have any interest, it's blocked off currently to the average folk. But if you want to come with me, and he looks around to see how many people maybe he hasn't touched base with yet. And he looks and he's like, 15, 20 minutes. If you want to meet me at the High Rollers entrance, I would love to show you not only the area, but the the statue, the Grand Minoru statue. I'd love to show you the winnings. That's something that not everyone is going to be able to get close to.
And yeah, no, she is delighted, and she kind of, well, obviously she's sitting at the table, so she'll lean in a little bit closer. You know, she's got her drinks, like, and if you need somebody for the next couple of days to add a couple laughs to the circus, you let me know, and we'll like offer up the cup for like a cheers or like a little tap.
Yeah, he does the same with his cup, and he's like, absolutely. If I see you in the stands, I expect to see you down in the ring.
And she'll chuckle, she'll be like, well, she'll be like, if only I could be on payroll, but I don't think I fit in here.
He chuckles at that, and he's like, you are larger than everyone else here. You realize that you because you're how tall?
I think she's like pushing around like 8 feet, something like that.
That's what I thought. Yeah, there's no one even close. Like, I mean, I guess Trent is like the next closest, right?
Yeah.
And so yeah, he's like, it's just, he's not being offensive. It really is just like fact.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think she's offended. She's just tall.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So remember, meet me in 20, 30 minutes. At the front, and I'll make sure to give you a little tour of the High Rollers realm.
And then, yeah, she will meet him there.
So yeah, I mean that's about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So does again, I want to give everyone an option. Well, the two people who aren't in jail. I guess actually, Trent, if there's something you want to do in jail,
there's 3 people not in jail.
Well, yeah, but it's true. If you want to do something else too, you can. Yeah. Everyone kind of has about 30 minutes. Quentin is staying in the restaurant. Like, if you're watching him, he is still schmoozing, talking with people. You notice he doesn't stay with anyone quite as long as he stayed with you. But he is still schmoozing. So if anyone else
I'm
wants
just
to do anything,
making friends left and right out here.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to do anything, feel free. Trent, you're in a little cell.
Yeah, do I notice anything about my cell? I'm not like looking too hard, to be clear. I'm still like half laying on my arm, just like kind of like peeking around.
Nothing more than what I read. If you want me to reread what it is, I can.
No, be good.
Okay. Yeah, it's locked, and there's a couple chests.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's what you see.
The only
Very
other
good.
thing I want to do. Oh, what's that?
I was going to say, remind me again, how long do we have to do this?
20
You got about
minutes.
20, 30 minutes.
No, I meant the overall mission.
2 more days.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, I just want to make sure, like, do we need to start pulling guns here?
No, we still got time. The only other thing I want to do today is when Quentin leaves, I want to follow him home. So I'm good until we get to there. I'm just around, blending in, trying to be nonchalant, but not spending any money, because I'm not about to do that.
So
Not unless it's Trent's money.
I say I'm not going to spoil anything for you. Ton, how do you plan on following him?
I just want to wait until he leaves. I'll be around all night. If he gets to
Sure.
closing time and he's not left yet, then I guess we can head on out and just kind of linger nearby until we see a carriage or whatever with him in it heading out.
Okay.
Maybe we'll tell it.
Okay. We'll get to that when we get to that then. And then so Aridin, is there anything you want to do in this small time frame before Nath goes to see the statuette?
We can finally answer how big the titties are.
It's true.
Who's going to get it? I mean, who knows if Trent will still be in jail when we get it.
Oh, I'm definitely
Trent's not in
jail
here.
when
I
we
just
get to
say,
it.
yeah, no. Trent's not in this bit.
What was that, Trent?
I said, oh, I'm still going to be in jail. Like, if he's mingling with people and then going up there, then, I'm still going to be chilling here.
I was talking about like after the mission.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything that I know of to do.
Okay. So the okay. So if you guys just go, you kind of see him depart. If you follow him, or if you catch him, he would walk with you to the high rollers area. Aridin, or Cotteris, you would see him walk by you, kind of going this way and up. And again, if Nath, you want to be with him, you can, or if you just want to meet him up there. He is just kind of hanging around the front of it, regardless. So
yeah, when the time comes, she will meet him there. But she's gonna drink and everything like that. And
Okay.
generally, so.
Otherwise, you're able to go up there whenever you want.
Yeah.
Is the noise of the waterfall, at all excessive? Like, can it possibly, cover me up murmuring?
Oh, the waterfall's 100 feet tall. I knew it was somewhere. What are you murmuring? Like, what do you mean murmur?
Like doing detect magic, but as a ritual cast.
You know that if you started the detect magic down here with, this guard went with Quentin as well. So there's like not any guards down there necessarily. There is like a bartender, but you could ritual cast detect magic down there, and then it's for 10 minutes, so you know that you could walk.
All right, yeah, I guess might as well do something and do that.
I mean, as soon as you cast it, you're hit with a bunch, right? The security mirrors are magic.
And then obviously I'm gonna be taking a stroll around and shit like that for 10 minutes.
Yeah, the aura surrounding them is divination magic, which is what you've learned from detect magic. Do you stay in that area for any period of time after casting it?
But yeah, I mean, I casted it, like, I was thinking, go, like, right here, kind of look at the pretty waterfall, ritual cast it, and then, obviously, maybe make my short way around, or a long way around, and then, slowly kind of walk out.
Give me a second. Just checking something. I don't want the fucking. Just give me the thing I want. Stupid game. I dropped my book. Nothing's happening over here. Everything's fine.
You're doing great.
Got it. What? That's not. Oh, I did detect damage. That's not the right word. So it's 30 feet. Okay. You're waiting around, and as you walk by, as you're walking up, you do see a security guard kind of walking down. He doesn't look particularly pressed, but he looks like he's a little bit on alert as you walk by. So he walks down, but nothing else really kind of. You get the sense, you're not dumb. You get the sense that maybe they somehow detected that something happened, although it seems like they don't really know what.
Wow, they can even detect my detecting magic.
Sort of. Again, there's some hint that they have a general idea that something happened, but again, they don't. You get the very clear distinction, like from his like kind of just like looking, but also not being on like super alert. That they just have some idea that something happened.
So it must be some sort of magic detecting thing. It must not have gone off too high because it's a low level spell, I'm guessing. So yeah, I just kind of walk around for 10 minutes, kind of maybe, slightly faster than a slow walk. See if I can get anything to ding. Obviously, I mean,
So you mean at a walking speed?
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of a jaunt, as one might call it.
Sure. You can. Yeah, I mean, every time you come near a security mirror, you get that sense.
And those are all divination stuff I'm sensing
Yes.
from the security mirrors.
Yep.
No idea what that means, but I guess it's something.
That's what you get. You know the type of magic is divination, and that it's just means that
And what about the doors? Same thing?
from the you get on those doors. Sorry, it just tells you there's magic on it in the school of magic. So on the doors, you get a ping that they have abjuration magic on them. And yeah, that's all they have on them.
Okay.
And you know abjuration to be the creation. Oh goddamn! Just how do you do this?
I didn't do anything.
No, my stupid computer has this weird thing it does. You know abjuration magic is like protective spells. So you get the sense that it was that the lock, like that it was locked when you tried to open it and gave it a pretty good shove. That the magic that's holding it locked is the abjuration magic. Do you catch anything else? Yep. Every time you pass an employee, you also get a ping that they are holding a small magic card, which you knew. You also get a ping on the walls. And in certain area, not even certain, kind of almost everywhere on the wall, you get a ping of transmutation magic.
Is this whole thing a facade?
You get the idea. Maybe that's not a facade, but that like it was created with magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they like moved stuff around maybe in a way that wasn't done by hand.
How do I fucking add notes again? And
Someone
beyond?
else can answer that. I don't know.
In D&D Beyond,
Yeah.
you see the notes tab at the end. You just tap on it, and you start typing.
Oh, I gotta tap into the text area.
Yeah.
So mirrors.
I don't think you catch anything else
Action.
because you're not close enough to
Doors.
the only other thing I think you can catch.
Guys, there's something else that we might be able to detect.
There is. There's still a couple of things, but they're not within your range.
All right.
Just making sure, but I think that's true. Yeah, so that's what you got.
All right,
Magic.
Gucci Gang,
Okay.
Ohio Skibidi Toilet Kizzy.
Hey, doing it live. Nath, you go up there. Quentin sees you and kind of waves you in. The guard's clearly not gonna fight this one. and leads you back to this back corner. Now he does like kind of let you, like he kind of points the way, but like lets you linger and look at things if you want. You have there are 2 full tables of people playing. Quentin kind of quickly whispers to you because they're like playing and they are like involved in this game.
Yeah.
And he's like, these will be the participants in the tournament. They are all practicing, getting to know each other. I believe they're trying to learn each other's tells, but whew, that is a complexity to this game that I know nothing of.
Well, that's not true. She doesn't say that. She does not say that, for the record. That was me.
Sure.
But she will be visibly interested in the players and just kind of like not overbearingly watch because she wants to give a respectful distance. And also she only kind of mildly cares, quite frankly.
Sure.
So she's just giving enough distance where it like looks like she's being respectful and can still look interested, but isn't like up there and could be like, oh, wow, so cool.
Yeah, and as you do that, he kind of gives you the time to do it, but if he starts perceiving that you're like looking around for more, like getting bored from it, right.
But like she's I was gonna
to the
say
back.
like, but she wouldn't spend more than like probably a couple minutes doing it at most because he's a busy man. He's got things to do. It's very kind of him to let her see all of this.
So he brings you back. So as you enter this, I think I read it before, but if I didn't, so the steps lead down into the sunken floor of a gambling haven ringed with pillars of black basalt. Oh, I didn't read this because you never actually came in here.
Hell yeah.
7 3-dragon antetables take up the floor space. A 3-foot-high shelf carved into the far wall bears a glass case, displayed in which is a gold statuette of a winged devil. Standing next to the display case is a tiefling security guard. I will give you a picture of the thing.
How big are them titties?
Oh my god.
Now,
This is it. This is the reveal.
This is such an important reveal.
Hopefully literal reveal.
Yeah, for the record, at this point, I'm
let's get
getting
Cam-
bored in my cell and I'm ritual casting detect magic.
here it is.
Oh.
Itty bitty titty committee up in here.
Yes!
Any community.
My statue.
She's going to keep this knowledge to herself.
Oh, we'll get it eventually. Unimportant.
Is that a bulge with where that armor is?
That's just a cod piece.
Yeah, what?
I'm just saying.
What are you getting at?
If it's got a bulge, I get it.
That's still true. You didn't call that. All right, now I understand why he wants to know this. Yeah. So in the case, you see the statue. Let me describe it a little bit to you. Other than what you see, could you give
Quit
me some
lying. You're
idea?
typing pokey catch.
I already did.
No, you type pokey check.
Oh, I don't even know it. Oh my god, gross. Anyway, yeah. So the display case is about 2 feet wide and 2 feet deep and 3 feet tall. The only thing in it is this statue, which, if you had to guess, looks solid gold and probably weighs about 10 pounds. Roll me an investigation check.
Right. Okay, I'm just rolling ones on these.
Yeah,
two.
that's wild. I'm gonna let you know it didn't matter if you could roll the 4. It wasn't quite gonna get you what you.
Yeah, I figured. But I
Will
gotta
it
do it
add
anyway.
to it, or
Yeah, that adds to it.
okay.
You do see a hinged door on the case. Obviously, it's because at some point they're gonna have to get it up. And a lock on it. And that's all you see from your investigation.
And she is definitely admiring the statue. She makes a comment that she wishes she had enough money to be a high roller, but alas, such is life.
He laughs and goes, "I'm not actually certain it's for the money for them. This is a a one of a kind statue, and yeah, like I think they really want things like this. They're collectors more so than they are, wealthy individuals.
Well, it's a
Really?
fine statue. Where did you acquire this?
Would he tell you this? What would he tell you about the statue?
I mean, she's definitely enamored with it though. Like, it's
Yeah.
not. I think she's just trying to make small talk more than like.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see exactly what he would tell you.
Okay.
He kind of smiles at that question and pulls at his mustache a little bit, and he's like, we had the finest smelters in the land. Take but the purest of gold and cast it into a magically symmetrical cast, and well, they turned it into this beauty. It is why it's one of a kind. You might see imitations. None of them will have the beauty. None of them will have the grace that this one has. He asks you if you know the history of the winged devil, the Aranyas.
Well, let's see. In character, would she know that?
You can roll me a history.
I was gonna say with okay.
Or religion.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh.
Your character would know.
Absolutely.
It's not uncommon to have heard of these things.
Okay.
So you can truthfully say yes. You know that they're the Furies, that they are from hell. They are beautiful and they're above like lesser and greater devils.
Mm-hmm.
They're fierce, disciplined warriors. Probably suits kind of you as well. Kind of like this idea that like, they don't need nobody because they can fucking take care of themselves.
Hell yeah. We love a strong, independent woman.
Like Valkyries.
Devil
Yeah.
Valkyries, but yes.
Yeah.
And there's, I mean, I guess there's 3 of them, right?
So
Or is this going to be different in D&D?
in D&D, there's more. They're just like a
Okay.
level of devil.
Okay,
They're-
gotcha. So she's just gonna like inquire. Oh, like, will there be any other designs or like anything like that? Like, she's kind of like, will this be one of a kind? Like, well, obviously it's gonna be one of a kind, but like, or is this gonna be like a series? Like,
I think he understands your question. He's
Yeah.
like, yes. The the hope is that if this run is successful and we are able to build upon the success of this and the casino itself, this could be a yearly event with a one-of-a-kind statue made every year, with special statues on memorial dates or on big anniversaries, like a 10-year. The 10th will have a different one-of-a-kind statue.
I have a
Buy-ins,
dick.
buy-ins of the tournament may change, but yeah, the plan is to only grow from here.
and she kind of nods and will clap him on the back a little bit, and be like, well, with everything I've seen, so you're already pretty high up. I look forward to the heights you will achieve.
He kind of gives you like a thumbs up to that. And he's like, right, the sky is literally the limit right now. I do hope to be able to. He kind of thinks for a second, and he looks at you and he's like, now I only employ tieflings here, but I do hope to expand, and well, every casino needs a theme, and well, I can't say that. Sorry, you're a what? I keep wanting to say Titan, but that's not right. Goliath. And he's
Mountain
like,
folk.
I say right. He's like, I know not much of the Goliath people, but I know their culture is rich, and a theme upon that could be something down the line.
Her eyes, there's the little like glimmer in her eyes, and she goes, yeah, well, would you like to hear about my tribe?
He looks around and he's like, unfortunately I can't right now. If you said you're in town for some time for the tournament itself, if you come back tomorrow, he gives you a special coin at this.
Okay.
And he's like, this is a permanent. I want to say residency, but that's not quite right.
Okay.
It's a coin that will get you here for free. You need not give anything to the ferryman. It will also get
Season
you
pass.
It will also get you free drinks or food from the restaurant for the time that you are here.
Season pass.
It is a season pass. He's provided you that.
Woo!
And he's like, but of course, and if I see you within the circus, know that I may be calling upon you as well.
And she'll flash him a smile. And, looking forward to it. Happy to help however I can.
And
And if
yeah,
you decide to switch your theme up a little bit, well, I'm hireable for at least the next couple days.
he laughs and goes, well, the theme here is fairly established. I don't have much wiggle room. I only have one Goliath in my eyes right now, but well, we'll see in the
What does he
future.
mean? What does he mean by that?
Like he couldn't employ, like if he wanted to change the theme, he only knows one Goliath.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, if you want
Yeah,
to,
he's not like hitting on you. Like it's really like he just, there isn't enough Goliaths for him to employ.
no. I mean, I think she was more in play. If he wants to be flexible with his employment roster here,
he's
which
right. You know why he isn't.
yeah, I know why he isn't. But you know what? Hey, we're playing dumb here.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't reveal that to you, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he kind of like leads you back through up here, and he's like, "Well, I do hope to see you around in the next coming days."
I look forward to seeing you again. And,
yeah.
Although she will kind of stop and be like, "Oh, by the way, how was the gentleman who hit his head after me? I feel bad. He took after my example, and he ended up hitting his head."
He looks legitimately crestfallen at this, and he's like, seems like it was a worse wound than I thought. I've brought him to our medical team, and they are currently looking after him. He actually looks at you and goes, actually, my plan is to go check on him now. The safety of my patrons is top priority.
I mean, I am quite proficient with healing magic. Is there anything I could do to assist you?
You can roll me persuasion.
Okay, well, everyone pray for me. My charisma is not great.
She also does guidance on herself, I imagine.
Of course I do guidance on myself. Great. Oh, well, that could have been worse. Okay. Well,
It wasn't a one.
It wasn't a one this time, guys.
He thanks you for the offer. He's like, I assure you, our medical team is top notch. I pay top gold for them, and if they can't possibly do it, then I appreciate the offer, but we would have to be looking for, I don't know, a revival spell at that point if they can't take care of him.
And
Or
she will not.
revivify or whatever it is.
Yeah. Alas, I don't have Revivify yet. Oh well. Snap. And also that requires a very expensive diamond.
It's like 500 gold or something.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I've done it once.
Just don't die. Easy. Hey,
Yeah,
listen, if your cleric has to use Revivify, your cleric's not doing a good job.
And that's not true. We had to revivify a storm giant who died in a different fight.
Okay.
Anyway.
So if your cleric has to revivify the party,
Yeah, we didn't have to.
cleric's
do
not
that.
doing it.
No, I ran away. Fuck them.
And she will just kind of be like, okay, well, it's just an option if you need it.
He thanks you and assures you that he's got it covered.
All right. Well,
You
then.
did? Didn't you have inspiration? But I guess it wouldn't have mattered with that low of.
She could re-roll it again, but like
I could have. I probably could have. I probably should have. I keep forgetting I have inspiration.
A negative
Oh, well.
1 is a tough sell though. on
It
that.
is a tough sell. Quite frankly, we're lucky that it wasn't like a 1 and then a negative 1. And then I
You get
just
a
got a
0.
0. And he goes, "Oh, you're with him, huh?"
That's true. A crit fail on that might lead to a suspicion.
So, I'll take my losses here.
He kind of would then leave you to your ways. Again, you have a season pass now.
Yeah.
Aridin and Cotris, do you do anything as he kind of passes through? Okay, he does. He doesn't immediately go back to Trent. Trent, you said you were doing something?
I said I was ritual casting detect magic.
In your area?
Yeah.
Sure. You get a ping from the glass up here, which is also divination.
Okay.
But that's all you get. Let me make sure that's true.
Nothing from those chests.
I think the stone wall might interfere with that.
Is it 1 foot or 3 foot for that? Let me check.
For what?
If it's 3 feet, then it. 1 foot of stone. Yeah, it would interrupt. I'll give you. You still get the divination magic from the glass up here, like through the wall, but that's all you can get.
Okay.
There must be a security camera there.
Well, that's where the security office is. So
Yeah,
that's probably all
I
I
was like,
noticed.
Trent also saw that. I took away vision so you couldn't see exactly what's happening in there, but Trent did have vision of it. He knows there's 5 desks with the security cameras in there.
Yeah, so I would just presume that all I'm getting pinged on is the one desk.
Yeah, you get the. Again, you're not dumb. You could very safely make that assumption.
I have failed
he's-
every intelligence roll, Pat.
He somehow got put in jail from participating in a fucking circus act
Well,
and then trying to cast magic in a place that definitely does not like magic.
Yeah,
yeah,
you know what's
I'd say
wild
that
though?
was
The
real
devil's
problem
won.
here. The real problem here wasn't the breaking of anything. It was him then casting magic and then trying to play off his injury and not leave.
He pulled a Jesus, but even worse.
So Quentin reappears after a couple hours. To you. And he struts back in. He walks really slowly. It's like the slowest walk you've ever seen. It takes him way too long to go 5 feet forward.
Like their tiny legs.
And he goes, well, it's been quite some time since I saw you last. Are you, is your head clearing up? Is the fog dispelling? Are you feeling better?
Wink.
Hollywag.
Sorry, I was also paying attention to the polywag. At this point, oh my god, Pat, you're out of netballs.
I'm out of netballs. I use them for everything. Is my
God
problem.
damn it. Now you gotta use an ultra ball?
No, I have a plan. I gotta figure out what the ball is called. No, just tell me.
Dive bomb.
God damn it.
I think Parker knows what you want.
What is it?
Dive ball?
Dive ball.
No, I want.
He's gonna want a dive ball.
No, I don't want a dive ball.
Went a master ball.
A cherish
Repeat
ball?
ball.
Really? Just a cherish ball?
Yeah, if
That's-
there was a better one.
That's just a regular Pokeball. That just looks
no.
fancy.
No, you have an increased chance to obtain a shiny.
Yeah, but I mean your catch rate isn't any different.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Anyways.
Anyways, back to the game.
Mhm.
I swear to God, if you catch another shiny, all hell's about to break or loose.
No, I didn't catch it.
I hate that you refreshed to check.
Anyway,
So at this point, I'm not like hunched over, but like I'm still just sitting, and I just look mildly annoyed.
do you respond to his line of questioning?
You're gonna have to repeat it honestly. Something about clearing head.
Yeah, he asks if he comes in. He's like, is your head clear? Is the fog lifted? Are you feeling better from your accident?
I say, My head still hurts because I hit that thing pretty fucking hard. But I know I said, "Are you okay?" Was I talking to the lion? And I'm gonna ask that questioningly to him.
Still trying.
Feel free to roll me deception again.
Oh, yay. Do you have inspiration?
Nope. I definitely didn't get it.
Well, maybe. He doesn't even need the advantage. He shakes his head at you and goes, is this really the game we're gonna be playing here? I intentionally kept my guards from you. I thought common sense would prevail. Do I have too much of a high hope for the common man?
Yes.
I'm gonna say yes. And I'm gonna say it with a little bit of a chuckle.
He is like, well, I want to tell you that I only have your best interest in mind, but I don't know what you have in mind yet. I am getting more curious as the time progresses, and the more you fight me on it tells me that you have more to hide.
I'm gonna questioningly ask him, like, I hit my head and you locked me up. How is this you having my best interest in mind?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't, because I don't know what you want. And this act you've got given me, which, by the way, isn't even particularly good, is just making me more curious. So, here are your options, my friend. We can cut to the chase, and you can just tell me what's happening here, why you are still here, and what you're hiding. Or, this time I will send my guards in, and, well, they'll do what they have to extract whatever information you have. Your choice. Well, this is a casino, and I'm a gambling man myself.
I'll say, how about a game of Three Dragon Ante? Right? That's the game?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we talk when we play?
He thinks it over. Roll me persuasion with advantage.
It's control for advantage? Nope.
Yes.
It's shift.
Shift, yeah. Look at those 21s.
God.
Honestly, that's a pretty solid fucking roll.
Yeah. Wow, what? Alright. Yeah.
Pat, what are the odds that you rolled the same thing twice?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apparently it's just roll whatever you roll. You see that glint in his eye, and he goes, well, I suppose we can. He leaves for a second, and comes back with a deck and a stool, that he pops in front of him. And we will play a round of 3 Dragon Ante. Do you remember how to play?
D12 5 times. You check, call, raise each time.
Yep.
Highest
And
number
you're betting
wins.
And you're betting against the man that owns a casino.
Yep.
He goes, well, between the two of us, how do we want to work this? Because we could raise until we're blue, but what really is on the line here?
What really is on the line here is an understanding of one another. So, the money is meaningless. We'll just do raises in 1 silver at a time, just to add to the fun. And whoever loses each hand has to give information based on how much they lost. So, if you fold after the start, it was only 1 silver to ante, you only have to answer 1 question. If you put in, 5 silver, it's 5 questions, so on and so forth.
He shakes his head at that and goes, no, that's... money literally means nothing, and the questions, I'll give you whatever you want to know about me. I've got no secrets here. I'm not the one that has come in to attempt questioning, animals with magic. Information is what I want. I'll give you that, and leveraging that on your end is the smart move. But I don't see what's in this for you. And if I can't understand the motivations upon this gambling agreement, then I fear I'm at a disadvantage, and I'm not going to agree to that in my own establishment.
House
Well,
always wins.
here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you don't like what I ask, you can always still walk out. I'm behind bars.
He shrugs and goes, that is true. I suppose then we'll do that. I don't agree. I think that... I don't... Okay, we'll use the silver to quantify questions. But... You're offering now to play multiple hands of the game, I hear. I'm here for one hand that matters. If you call... How do I want this to work? He takes a second to think about it. Because he doesn't want to be here all day with you.
Sure.
You get that impression from him. He goes, okay. The person who reveals the higher number on the hand, and will alternate, is the one who asks the question. So when
Okay.
I reveal on my turn, if it's higher than the number you reveal, I get to ask the question, and vice versa.
Okay. And what about who wins?
I am assuming you're going to try and gambit for your freedom here. Am I correct in assuming this part?
Yes.
Okay. If I win... He thinks about it. Well, if I win, then you... He really thinks about this.
You die.
He's not gonna kill you. That's not what he wants. What
Also
does
nice
he
catch,
do?
Jesus.
I was just thinking something Bond villainy.
Yeah, it is gonna be Bond
Twirls his
villainy.
mustache.
He twirls. He goes, if you win, freedom is yours. If I win, then I will get to decide when your freedom is, and I will have you write a note that I will magically seal as being completely truthful, that your life is in my hands, and that there shall be no consequences to what I decide afterwards. I'm not gonna kill you. That doesn't do me any
I'm
good.
gonna chuckle and be like, so I'm going in the cannon tomorrow if I lose, and then I just go deal.
Okay.
I say it like not even like caring if that's the answer, like just like
Sure.
a joke of like what he could do, and I agree.
And he goes.
Do the coffin dance. I'm not actually gonna play it, but
Is it time to roll?
Yeah, I'm rolling. Sorry.
Okay.
And add 'em up. Now
Let me
do
know if
have-
my screen changed because my dice just hit it.
no,
No, you're
it's still good.
Ah, it's not the thing. It's 5, correct, Pat?
Yep. I do have to ask if you intend to try and cheat,
No.
because there will be opposing rolls here then.
No.
Okay.
No.
My screen's still good? Cool.
Yep.
If you want, you can also try to see if he's trying to cheat you.
I do want to see if he's trying to cheat me.
So you can roll. Insight into this one.
God, I hate that laugh. That means that it was 16 to clear. Fuck nay.
Oh no, it was a competing roll,
Oh.
but I did it on mine.
What, you physically rolled?
On my
Got
d20.
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a snap of it, but you can't open it until after.
Fine. Just
So
don't
you
send
do-
it to Ruby Vroom Vroom, just in case Bergie or Greg wants to cheat for me. Greg's in bed. Let's be real.
I'm gonna wait to send it.
Okay.
I have it like on my screen. Yeah, so you look, you're looking at your cards, and you watch him, and you have like pretty good insight, and you're pretty good at looking and watching, and he didn't cheat.
Okay.
And because you dealt, he goes first, and he reveals an 8.
I'm gonna reveal a 5.
He goes, a fairly low start. Now, are you sandbagging me, or did you roll poorly? Or get dealt poorly, because it's actually different
I'm
cards,
gonna
sorry.
say, is that really the question you want to ask me with your winning roll?
He goes, it is.
I'm sandbagging you.
Well, it is your turn to reveal.
I'm going to reveal an 8.
He laughs and goes, well, I'm going to reveal a 5. It seems we've switched positions.
I'm gonna ask him where the clown goes that gets shot out the window.
That's your question. Well, once they pass through that window, he turns back into nothing but wood.
Okay.
Are there human dolls in this heist as well? Is that what's happening? There's living dolls here?
No, you can make that assumption.
I did, and I am.
It's always dolls.
Spoiler, it's not
Nathan-
dolls.
Nath really does
It's
not like
always
these dolls.
Turns back into wood, but they're not dolls. Quentin goes, all right. My turn to reveal. Well, I want another question, and he reveals a 12.
I'm going to reveal a 9 and say ask away.
Well, I have to know, what are you actually doing in my establishment?
I've been gambling. That's what I've been doing this whole time.
He is gonna roll on that, but because you're being honest, he's gonna fail almost regardless. He shrugs and goes, well, I don't know what you were doing in my circus then, but it seems you're telling me the truth. And he goes, well, and then I think it's time. And what did you reveal second? Or third, sorry?
Was a 9.
Alright, okay. And he goes, well, then I think it's time we reveal our final score. And he puts down his cards. He motions for you to tell him.
I show mine 42.
He chuckles and goes, well, it is a shame on your end. And he reveals his with a 46.
Fuck you, man.
He's like, must be my lucky day. And he twirls his mustache as he shows you the cards. Now, it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get this through, but Well, I have to ask, what is your goal? Why put yourself through this? You could have walked out of here. Just told me what you're doing, and well, I'd let you go. So what you're doing must mean I wouldn't let you go.
Well, I saw the Goliath hit her head, and I thought, if I hit my head just as hard, if not harder, then maybe I could extort you for some gold. I took a gamble, you see. And I'm going to hand him the cards back, since I had dealt it, and just lean back.
He actually hands you them back, and he goes, "You might need these." Roll me. If you're being honest about that, roll me persuasion. If you're being dishonest and you're still trying to deceive, roll me deception. I don't want to tell you what your character thinks. He doesn't believe you for the world, so he slows advantage on these checks. Do you have an inspiration?
No, I used it earlier.
Does anyone have an inspiration they want to give him?
I can give it to him.
Yeah, you can give someone your
All right,
inspiration.
yeah, you can have the inspiration.
Because you know what you have to beat now.
Tie goes to me because we're friends?
I doesn't go to you because, well, he does have a plus to that 12. That was just the natural, like that was the D12. It's only a 1, but it's what you got.
Does anybody else have an inspiration?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, your roll is significantly better. You just have to beat a 13. I just assumed you'd get really high the second time. Because your rolls have been shit. Most of them. There you go.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Finally, we're using up all of the inspiration in the party.
I'm
No,
100% sure Parker would not have given me his.
No, we haven't.
No, I would not.
Oh, Cameron has used 3 of our 4 fucking inspiration.
Quint scratches his head. Now, because now you've actually deceived him finally. It's taking you the entire time. And he's like, to extort me? Then why care about the lion? He's confused by this. It doesn't really make sense, but he finally believes that you've revealed your hand to him.
Oh, I'm going to answer that question, though, and just be like, because I like animals. And I just want to make sure he was good here.
I like totals.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe of how I say it, too.
He just shakes his head and goes, extort me? Man, I've seen some attempts in my day, but, well, seems like you're in my employ for right now. And he leaves.
I want to kind of let this be noted that this was a much bigger blunder than what I did. Like,
we'll see
he
what
only-
I have to do.
Like
He only
exponentially.
owns you now.
Like exponentially.
So yeah, so it's 10:53, so I'm not gonna push further. So we're gonna leave it there. You have Trent behind bars.
Yeah, I'm just going to say see you later, boss, as he walks out.
Hey, he has one non-tiefling fucking employment.
He doesn't turn around, but he does raise his hand up like, see you later.
Gives him the middle finger.
And walks out. No.
What's the bit about the magic
Or
letter?
he's
What's
a
happening
gnome, so
now?
it probably looks, his middle finger probably looks like this.
What was that, Parker?
The magic letter that's going to be written. What's that about?
Well, we'll find out.
Also, guys, for the record, just because I'm going to tell them, the
Yeah.
Snapchat that Pat sent me, he rolled a nat 20. So
Oh, he was lying.
he was lying.
Only by 1 dice. Everything else he rolled was correct.
Yeah, but that one dice could be a fucking 12. Or yeah.
It was not. He didn't cheat to a 12. Cam, you had 42.
Yeah.
He would have, and if you really didn't cheat, he would have lost by 2.
I really didn't cheat.
Yeah, but he rolled his nat 20, so you didn't see him cheat. Had you see him cheat, then you could have had some recourse to it, because he's not a good person, but
always wins, Cameron.